It's the NFL on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend 2 plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that was called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And he'll take this to about the 28. Kenny Moore there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. And he will go all the way. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Washington. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year 2, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Richardson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. To the left side and taken in by Downs. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll be taken down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. Like, I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Richardson to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This from 34 yards. His kick is good. And the Colts are on the board. It's 7-3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll motion over Samuel. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit, really well timed, really nice job by both guys.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll get forward for a couple. DeForest Buckner brings him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Commanders with the early lead. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll run it here with Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's in! Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
In motion comes Pittman. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll get about 5. A second down throw for Richardson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. Throwing is Richardson. Able to find Pittman. It's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's Taylor. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Deron Payne there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 2nd down, Richardson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And This will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing again, Daniel. This one complete right side. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Daniels gonna throw again. That one secured by the tight end Bates.
This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 1st and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Right side. Catch made by McLaurin. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he has to give ground, and he is sent back for a loss. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, it's Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. He's got it! And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They go right back to Taylor. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. Over the middle. He's got McLaurin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. On the option, here's Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. Daniels now going to look to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Quiddy Pay bursting through to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Man in motion is Brown. Play action. Here's Daniels. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down. Give him 16 there and a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll run again. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Through the air, connecting with Debo. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He slams it in there, and he is in. Brian Robinson, touchdown Commanders. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Richardson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing, Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Washington.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense and Terry McLaurin heading out onto the field. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Here's a run going left, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They'll motion over Samuel. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Richardson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Third down and 9. Richardson gonna look to throw. He'll try to run for it. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get two hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Eckler. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Third down, 3 to go. On play action, Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the right side, this is Eckler. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They run it once more with Eckler. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.